Welcome, dear souls. As we approach the twilight years and beyond, life invites us into its final, most profound chapter. This is not an ending, but a sacred return. An opportunity to step back from the noise of the world and to walk gently toward inner peace. The wisdom of Hinduism, Buddhism, and Taoism shines light upon this stage of life, guiding us to embrace simplicity, forgive with an open heart, and face the mystery of death not with fear, but with dignity. Together, let us explore how ancient wisdom shows us the way home. In our 60s, the river of life begins to widen toward the great ocean. This is not the end. It is the sacred twilight, where experience ripens into wisdom and where the soul learns to walk with lighter steps. Hindu sages call this vanaprastha, the forest stage, when one turns inward. Buddhists see it as preparing for liberation. Taoists as flowing back into the Tao, like a drop returning to the sea. In youth we build, in middle age we maintain. But now we simplify. The Bhagavad Gita reminds us, renounce the fruits of action. Let go of possessions, grudges, and unnecessary burdens. Taoist wisdom teaches, the tree that bends does not break. Simplicity is strength. The body slows, and this too is sacred. In Buddhism, we contemplate impermanence. The skin wrinkles, the breath shortens, the joints stiffen. This is not failure, but the Dharma itself teaching us that nothing is permanent. Honor the body, but do not cling to it. Care for it with rest, breath, gentle movement, and gratitude. Hindu philosophy says the self, Atman, is untouched by age. The body may fade, but the soul is timeless. Buddhism tells us freedom comes not by holding on, but by letting go. Taoism says, flow, do not resist. In this stage of life, meditation, chanting, or simple silent sitting become bridges to inner freedom. Each breath is a rehearsal for the final letting go. Now is the time to soften the heart. Hindu saints remind us that forgiveness is the fragrance left on the heel that crushes the flower. Buddhism teaches compassion for ourselves and for those who have hurt us. Taoist sages smile and say, let harmony be your final gift. Reconcile, forgive, bless. For when we leave, only love lingers. Death is not an enemy, but a doorway. The Gita assures, the soul is never born, never dies. The Buddha guides us. Remember death, not with fear, but with mindfulness. It keeps us awake to life. Taoism whispers, when you return to the source, you become infinite. To face death with dignity is to accept it as part of the dance, the final bow in life's theater. To live well in these final chapters is to live lightly, kindly and consciously. Rise each day with gratitude, Walk slowly with awareness, speak words of blessing, and rest in the silence of the heart. In this twilight of life, every breath is a prayer, every step a return to the eternal. The Hindu speaks of the soul as timeless, the Buddhist reminds us that impermanence is freedom, and the Taoist whispers that all rivers flow back to the sea. To live lightly, love deeply, and let go gracefully, this is the path. And when the final moment arrives, you will not vanish into darkness. You will dissolve into light. As we reach the close of this reflection, let us pause and gather the wisdom of the ancients for the final phase of life. Embrace simplicity. Release what no longer serves you. Accept the body's changes. Honor the truth of impermanence. Cultivate inner freedom through meditation, chanting, and surrender. Heal relationships. Forgive, reconcile, and bless. Face death with dignity. See it as a return to the source. Live fully in the present with gratitude, kindness, and awareness. This final stage of life is not a fading, but a ripening, not an ending, but a return. The Hindu reminds us the soul is eternal. The Buddha teaches impermanence is the gateway to freedom. The Taoist whispers, all rivers return to the sea. So walk gently, love deeply, and when the time comes, let go with grace. For you do not vanish into darkness, you dissolve into light.